Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. This is long overdue. Me and Chris are here to give you another 5 reasons why. This time, we're giving you 5 reasons why you should read slash watch since there's a new anime coming. Eden Zero. Yes, that's the new anime slash manga that we're hype on from Hiro Mashima. Chris, how you doing today, my brother?
Man, I'm doing fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like I just saw the trailer before we recorded this episode. Like the trailer
Yep,
dropped today for Eden Zero and anime. So I'm like
it's
peak
perfect timing.
peak hype right
And
now.
if you want to know our thoughts on the trailer, go check out the most recent episode of hashtag Anime Talk. But yeah, this is something that we've been meaning that we've been talking about doing for a while now. This is something that you were hype on, and I was kind of lukewarm on at first because I'm not a big fairy tale fan, and I'm not a fan of. I wasn't a fan of Mashima's storytelling because I felt like if you're just gonna do everything with the power of friendship, I don't need to read that. But you was like, but you checked it out because of the art, and you was like, nah, you gotta read This Is Gas. You gotta read This Is Gas. And when I started reading it, I was like, whoa, this is different than fairy tale. Because like I admit, as much as I didn't like the aspect of the power of friendship with fairy tale, the way he wrote stories was very entertaining.
For sure. Like I never really even now, like I've been trying to go back and rewatch. Like I've been watching a lot of anime lately and reading a lot of manga. Like I'm in peak watching that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to squeeze in going back and rewatching Fairy Tale because I really haven't finished it. I used to I thought I finished Fairy Tale, but I only finished what was on Netflix. And there's like buku. I know I didn't get to the end like the manga end. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. From what I hear, the story gets better and better as it goes. And just the beginning of it was kind of linear, if you ask me, about like you know what I'm saying, the power of friendship. I don't know how deep they get into it towards
They
the
keep
end.
going with it. I got up until right before the time skip, and they keep going with it.
I didn't even know they had a time skip in Fairy Tale, man.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. But we're not here to talk about Fairy Tale. We're here to talk about Eden Zero. The anime is dropping on, I believe, April 27th. April 27th, I believe. So that gives you all enough time to go catch up on the manga and get ready for the anime. Yeah. Oh, no, April 10th, even sooner. So yeah, it gives you enough time to go catch up on the manga and get ready for the anime. So we're here to give you 5 reasons why you should read Eden Zero slash watch the anime. The way that we're gonna do this is me and Chris are each gonna give a reason, and we're gonna explain it, discuss each reason, and then for the final reason, the 5th reason, we're gonna come together and decide it together. So, Chris, do you want to start first, or you want me to start first?
You can start.
All right. I was gonna let's flip a coin to be fair, because I have a coin right here. What you want, heads or tails?
Heads for sure.
All right. It is. Whoa. Let me flip that again because it fell. It. Oh my gosh. All right. It's heads. It fell on the ground. It did a good flip. All right. It's heads. So you can start us off.
All right, let's go. Well, I feel like one of the main reasons that people should read, because you know me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a stan of like world building, you know what I'm saying? Like and just beautiful aesthetic. And I love space type shit too. You feel me? Like space, and I feel like you the same way too. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So I feel like just the world and like the aesthetic of Eden Zero is one of the biggest selling points to me. Because whenever you get to Fairy Tale is great, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's got its own kind of magic world or whatever build. I remember Rave Master was pretty dope too, as far as the world it had, but I haven't seen, Mashima go as crazy as like space. You feel me? Like, and just what he does with it, like not even the planets or the places you can touch down on in the world, but just the creatures in the world and just how he imagines space. There's certain parts of space whenever you get to certain areas to where it's not just like your typical space. And I don't want
That's
to
very
spoil
true.
anything, but it's like he
Oh yeah,
does
because this is no
sci-fi
spoilers. We're
great.
not spoiling anything about this. We're just telling you why you should read it or watch it.
Facts. And I just feel like he's great at doing sci-fi, and that's something I don't think you really get from Mashima before. And I know he got the magic, and I forget what the power scaling kind of thing was in Rave Master, but it wasn't this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ether, just the whole concept of using ether, and I just love the sci-fi
you like the
aspect of it.
space, the space sci-fi aesthetic, the
And I didn't
art
expect
style,
Mashima
and the
to come with that.
100%. I feel that. Let's say we'll talk about the power system a little bit later, but just in general on the space aesthetic and the world that he's created, it's beautiful. The art style, the way he makes different things look, because like for example, one planet could be this casino space style, which looks beautiful that I can't wait to see animated, and then we could be in just like the depths of space, just chilling in nothing, and all the stars around look beautiful. And he just finds a way to make all these different it reminds me of Cowboy Bebop, but more shonenized in a way. The way he does it, and I don't want to say he's taken a note from Oda's book, but it's very Oda-esque in the way that he's making space look and feel. And that's no disrespect to Mashima because he's a legend in himself, but I agree with you. The way he is handling space looks well. So, number one, the aesthetic and the space theme, the sci-fi theme of the show. So, for me, next, I'm going to go with the characters. I think the characters in this are better than the fairy tale characters, and they are top tier shonen characters from Shiki to Rebecca to Weiss to the different people on the Eden Zero itself. I'm not going to go more than that. I'm just going to say those three in particular because that'll spoil some stuff. But the different people, and then Homer, excuse me, then Homer as a fourth. I love that in, like, for example, Black Clover, there's more male characters than female in the guild. Naruto, there's more male characters. One Piece, more male characters. But in this one, there's more female characters. And the thing is, the females aren't limited to damsel in distress roles. They're very strong, they're very forthright, and they are just as strong as the main two boys who are the main fighters. Like when you look at the three people of this, the even Rebecca, who is in the Lucy role in Fairy Tale, Lucy's very damsel in distress. Rebecca's not like that. And then you have Homura, who's kind of like the Urza Scarlet, but like it works very, very well. So I think the characters from Weiss to Shiki to Rebecca to Homura, they're all great characters, even down to the villains. We're not going to talk about them because that'll be spoiler, but I think every character in this I like. It's not like Fairy Tale where there's distinct characters I didn't like. I like every character, and even the characters I hate, I like them because they're written very well.
Facts. Even the smaller role characters are very they got a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying? It's like
And
they're
that,
not wasting.
I'm glad you said that because even the Chibi character I like, which is the little bug robot thing, and I'm wait, what you gonna say? Because I think you froze on us for a little bit. Oh, is it a real freak? Oh
I
yeah,
just
you
said Pino. I think.
Oh yeah, Pino.
Name.
Yeah, no, even Pino, and you know me, I'm not a fan of those characters like Cone, Cone, whatever the little bear thing is, and in Bleach, or I didn't like Happy and Fairy Tale, but I like this version of Happy. This version of Happy cool. is actually really cool. So I think another reason that people should watch this is the characters. So right now we got the space theme, we got the characters. What's next? What's another reason you got?
I kind of want to add on to the characters.
Oh yeah,
too,
go ahead.
Because definitely not spoiling nothing with the villains. Cause I don't want to say anything about them. I just want to say they definitely have compelling villains. Like the villains of this show are definitely like, I feel like when we start getting into the main ones, or even like the beginning ones, you feel me? You're gonna see people talk about these villains and throw these villains up because I feel like these are like the main thing I remember from Fairy Tale was the main characters, the main cast, but a lot of their villains didn't stand out. Only a couple, you know what I'm saying? But in this manga, every single villain stands out to me, and I feel like people are gonna really gravitate towards them and blow.
And the main one, not to like you said, not to spawn. The main one is I don't even know if he's the main one, but the first main one, one of the main ones is very, very intriguing, and I love that. I think the problem with the first with Fairy Tale was a lot of their villains were the mustache twirling, ha 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 ha, I'm here, I'm evil to be evil. But like these villains are compelling. So like I agree with you 100%.
And then their aesthetic is amazing too. But I really wanted to add on as well, like, because this one is one that I had by itself. This is one that I had as its own kind of reason, but I could kind of tack it on to characters, but creatures as well. Like the craziness of the world itself, you know what I'm saying? It kind of adds to the world building too, but the creatures, like from the robotic creatures to the actual space aliens to the fish to different creatures of this world, like this is on some Oda esque, because one of the main things I like about One Piece is like the sea monsters and the wild creatures that Oda creates. He'll like fuse animals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll have like real life animals, but then One Piece has its own wide
Animal. Yeah.
variety of animals, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them, it's hit or miss, you feel me? Like some animals I don't care for in One Piece, but there's a lot of animals that really, you know what I'm saying, they stuck with me. And I feel like Eden Zero, a lot of shows have like fire creature designs, but Eden Zero has like a unique one, and I can't wait to see a lot of these pop on the screen, because
Yeah.
especially in some of the newer chapters, like, not to spoil anything, but some of the later chapters, like when you get towards the hundreds, you start seeing these creatures that I haven't seen in manga in general, you know what I'm
Period.
saying?
Yeah.
And like shonen this is like top tier shonen manga creatures, and I feel like I had to have that on its own too, because when y'all start seeing them, y'all gonna understand what I'm talking about. Like, there's different races in this
But just in the beginning, I agree with you. The robots are very, very intriguing. So like you could definitely, that's creatures, characters, world building. So we got the space theme, aesthetic / world building. The second one, we have creatures and characters. What you got next?
Definitely I have the story. You know what I'm saying? The story is
Got you.
one of
That
my
was
big
something if you weren't
one
gonna
of my
say
big ones.
what I thought of, I was gonna say the story as well. So yeah, let's talk about it.
No, for sure the story, because the stories, and the compelling is like one of the best words to use for it, because I feel like with shonen you kind of get trapped into the shonen trope. So when you watch these kind of, or when you read these kind of manga, or you watch these kind of anime, you kind of fall into expecting the same old thing. And I like how Mashi was taking it in a completely different direction. I didn't expect any turn.
You know
uh
what it reminds me of now that like I'm looking back at it? It's the plot. If this would have continued, the plot is eerily similar to Samurai 8. Just think about it. They both have big women that they're going that both the Shiki is going towards and the character Hachimaru are both going towards. They're both trying to figure out who these big women are. Granted, the big woman in Samurai 8 was to lead them to like the box to help them, find the secret of the world. But this big woman is like the secret of the world. And I don't think that's a spoiler, because that's just the goal of the show, is to reunite to this big space woman.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a main point of the show. You feel me? But I'm not gonna lie, man. That whole that whole setup, the way it is similar to some shit like
It is, but
manga.
I didn't even realize that till we're just talking, but it's still not to like take away from your. It's 100% original. And that's what I was gonna say. The writing of this is great. It, like I said, it's not the power of friendship. The way they get through things, it's very compelling. Like you said, it's very well written. It's not slowly paced. You get into the story like that. Basically, the slowest part is the introduction to them, but after that, you're rolling and you get into to what it's about quickly, but it's not too quickly to where it doesn't make sense.
Facts. And I feel like not spoiling anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tread lightly, you feel me? But fuck, I forget what I was about to say. It was something about shit, bro.
Were you gonna say how they gather the team? Because I was gonna say they do that in a very well way as well, compared to like how One Piece had multiple arcs to gather the team and it took a while, or even Yu Yu Hakusho, we had to deal with Yusuke's death, and then we have to do the Karama part, the Hiei part.
Oh, that's
Like
what I was gonna say. Whenever you said death, I was gonna say, like, I don't want to spoil any deaths or anything, but like this show is not scared to take it there. Like in Shonen, you see they don't kill a lot of characters. Like a lot of characters, you know what I'm saying, they come back. Like you said, power of friendship saves a lot of characters. The risk of this show is up.
the
You feel me?
stakes are there.
You feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel the stakes. The adrenaline is rushing. You're always on the edge of your seat because you don't know. You could lose a character. You could lose a side character. You could lose a main character. You don't know that there's an actual stake. You know what I'm saying? These people's lives are actually at risk when they're traveling out here, and you don't feel like a safety nets around these characters, any characters. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
No, I agree with that. And the next thing I was going to say is, and I'm glad we didn't expound on it when you said it, but the power system. I think the power system is so interesting. It's unlike Fairy Tale, which is everybody's using magic. This is like people have to use ether, but it's not how you think, where it's like, oh, we're all going to shoot ether out of our hands. Ether is this like energy source almost, to where everyone has different gadgets and different gizmos. It's really just tech, and this ether powers the tech. Now, granted, our main character can harness this ether, thus making him control gravity. And I think that's an amazing power for MC, something we haven't seen ever. And I just think the fact that everybody's tech based, I think it's so freaking cool. Like from guns to sword to energy swords to just different things like that. And then when you see Shiki use his gravity powers, it's just like, whoa, this is on another level. Like, so much better than Fairy Tail's magic. Honestly, it's better than a lot of modern day shonen power systems.
I think so too. I think a lot of the weapons, the weapons used are amazing because a lot of weapons are based off of these characters' ether and how they use it.
Yep. Like
not
Rebecca's
spoiling any
guns, they're
characters.
amazing.
Exactly, and that's not a spoiler too because that's in the main promo. Like
That's
her
in
with
the
guns.
trailer. Yeah.
I wanted to say that earlier. Like she's like Lucy if Lucy had two guns and actually was like busting shit. You feel me? Like Lucy was in the field to a certain extent.
Lucy was
but like you said,
a
she was
damsel in
mostly a damsel in
distress.
distress. She fell into her own, like from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
Rebecca's like Noelle. They coming out swinging like Noelle from
Rebecca
Black
with the
Clover.
shits.
Yeah,
Like Rebecca
exactly.
is really with the shit. She's not like she plays the opposite of damsel in distress. A lot of the times when she finds herself in damsel in distress,
She saves herself.
she'll get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I respect that about her. But as far as just the powers with the guns are amazing. They have like swords in this anime. Certain characters have swords, and the swords are done beautifully. I can't wait to see how it's animated with the sci-fi element to it because it's not just your typical sword. The sword really reminds me of like some Samurai 8 shit for sure.
It's like an energy blade, and I fuck with that. And just not to spoil our review of the trailer, but man, the way they showed Shiki's gravity power.
Ooh.
Yo, that looks so fucking dope. So like, I had to say the power as a reason. So we got the powers, the story, the character, the world building, and aesthetic. What should our final reason be? Because there's the art style of the manga. I consider that an aesthetic. So like, what should be the final reason why people should read or watch this? You think?
I had a very specific reason that I had put, but I don't feel like. I just basically put that it's Mashima's best work. I feel like Mashima put out Rave Master, and Rave Master was amazing. He put out Fairy Tail, and Fairy Tail was better than Rave Master. And he's not just creating this new series just to have new shit out. Like he's literally progressing his art, like to where he's mastering. You thought he mastered what he did with Fairy Tail, but by the end of Fairy Tail, you're like, okay, Mashima's the go at writing, and now he's got some new shit, and it's like, oh, he's still getting better. Like he's still hungry.
I think that counts because I'm going to add on to it. Not only is it Hiro Mashima's best work, it is one of the best shonen out, period. So I think that should be the final reason should be it's Hiro Mashima's best work / it's one of the best shonen, period. If it was in Shonen Jump, it would be competing. I know we did our list last time of how you had Chainsaw Man up there, One Piece. I had My Hero, Undead Unluck. It would be in those categories. To me, the only other shonen that's competing with Eden Zero right now, well, that are better than Eden Zero are One Piece, My Hero, and it's on the tier with Fire Force. To me, it's if you're talking best new gen goats, to me, it's My Hero, Fire Force, and fucking Eden Zero. Like, that's how good this is.
Honestly, I'd throw it up there. I feel like we're really gonna see that when the anime drops, just because whenever the anime drops, you're gonna you know how
you're gonna get a boost in manga sales. JJK just saw it.
Like the anime is basically a commercial for the manga at this point, for every series, for every great series that's in serialization. But at the same time, you feel me? I feel like in the manga, we haven't seen Eden Zero hit its peak yet. I feel like
and there's been a lot of arcs too. That's the thing. We're 100 chapters in, and it feels like we're just getting started.
I'm on 100. I'm on 111, and I think they're on like 130 right now or something like that.
Yeah, my app that I read it on, because I will say, if I had one con, and it's not even the fault of this. It's just because it's in, I believe, Shonen Gang or Shonen Gangan, or it's Kodansha. It's one of these. It's not in Shonen Jump. So to be able to read it in America, it's very hard to find, especially since Japan's cutting all the free sites and everything. Like the app I read it on, they're only up to 122 right now. So I'm missing some chapters, and
they got it on Crunchyroll. They got it on Crunchyroll for sure.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then, yeah, you there's places you can find it. But if I had to say one con, it's just that it's not in all one centralized location.
Yeah, I wish we got the physical volumes as fast as Japan got their physical volumes. The new cover, like, oh my god, the new cover for the latest volume. I want to say I don't know the exact number, but it's looking amazing. I can't even get a high quality JPG of it on the fucking, you know what I'm saying, on Google because it's so fresh. They only got is like little, you know what I'm saying, people took a picture of it or whatever.
Yep.
But
not this
I got
thing.
almost all of them in my collection. Like Eden Zero, it looked good on the shelf, you know what I'm saying?
That's what, and that goes back to our first reason: the artwork, aesthetic, and theme. Let's give these reasons again. So the first one, artwork, aesthetic, theme, the whole sci-fi theme. Number 2, the characters and creatures. Number 3, the story / writing. Number 4, the power system and power, the different abilities and tech of this universe. And number 5, it's Hiro Mashima's best work / it's a top new gen shonen up there with the likes of My Hero, Black Clover, and Fire Force.
Facts.
I think those are pretty good reasons.
I haven't knocked out 100 something chapters that fast and like Chainsaw Man and Eden Zero are probably the 2 manga I caught up on the quickest. You feel me? Like I stormed through like 100 chapters in both of those, or like 80 chapters, however much it was whenever I caught up.
When I say that Eden Zero was one of my favorite reads of last year, it's true. Like, and I know we didn't talk about it on the Anime Talk Awards, and I blame myself and yourself. It's just there's so much to talk about, but it deserved praise, and I'm glad we're giving it praise now because it's just as good as Undead Unluck, if not better. It's just as good as Fire Force. It's just as good as My Hero. Like, it deserves the praise that these others get, and like you said, the anime is gonna push it there. April 10th, we're eating, but this has been the 5 reasons why you should watch Eden Zero when it comes out, as well as read the manga. Krista, tell the people they can find you at on social media.
Man, you can find your boy at Chrissa SJE everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, mainly Twitter, because you know your boy's kind of shunning away from Instagram. I still fuck with people on Instagram. I still message people back if y'all fuck with the content. You feel me? But mainly Twitter, mainly myanimelist.net. You feel me? I will be updating every chapter because I'm only on chapter 1. I want to say 111 right now, but when I'm caught up, y'all will be the first to know if y'all peep the My Anime List.
Also, we're about to make we're about to make a Discord for all Bros Who Think shows. So if you want to talk movies with me and Schubert, there'll be a Discord for that. If you want to talk anime with me and Chriso, we're about to have an Anime Talk Discord. By the time you guys hear this, the Discord will be out so we can discuss Eden Zero. We can discuss Undead Unluck. Be sure to follow Chris at Chris SJE for the link, and be sure to follow myself, LimBWT, for the link to our Discord so we can communicate. We're trying to build this community out. Y'all already know the vibes. The family is strong. We will build the Anime Talk community. We need a nickname for this community because we got one for the bingers at Bros Who Binge. We need a nickname for the Are we the Weebs? Like, what are we called? What is our community called here? We need one, but that'll be discovered in the Discord. But follow me at LimBWT. Follow the Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube and follow the Twitch and subscribe, twitch.tv/Bros Who Think, because we have a lot of amazing content coming to you in the vein of Twitch. I want to, after new chapters of One Piece drop, I want to do live streams and talk about them. So if y'all would like that, we will do that. Attack on Titan, if there's episodes like what me and Schubert did was live reactions right after the episode drop. I know we review them on Anime Talk, but if you want me and Krista to do live reviews right after the episode drops, we will do that on Twitch. Like, let us know. We're trying to build this community, but we will talk about that in the Discord as well. But something that we need to say, February 4th, just to show you that we're building the Twitch and we're getting it ready and strong. We have an event. There's a game show that we have called Pitch It, where it's 2 competitors and they go in and they debate topics that they pitch and they tear down the opponent's pitch. This Thursday, February 4th, the first match between Hastic and YouTuber Dan Exclaims and Jake Madison and Shamit Dua will begin live on Twitch, 6 p.m., twitch.tv/Bros Who Think, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. West Coast. We're putting in a lot of work into this. We're super, super excited. So be sure to watch the Pitch It match. Chris is in the league. Chris, we gonna see how Chris will compete. It's gonna be interesting. My brother gonna have to answer some sports questions. We're gonna have to see how he do. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna see if he win. Yeah, and I'm the champ right now, so we're gonna see if anybody could dethrone me. But y'all be sure to look out for that. And if you haven't checked out the most recent episode of Anime Talk, check that out. And the most recent episode of Run It Back, we reviewed the legendary cyberpunk anime that honestly Eden Zero took influence from. Akira. Without Akira, there's no Eden Zero. So be sure to check that out as well. But like I said, just follow the Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think on Twitter, and you will be up to date on everything. But until the next time when we give you another 5 reasons why, which I think the next one will be, I'm doing a Spy Family 5 reasons why, and we got a Chrissa to do a Chainsaw Man 5 reasons why.
Ooh,
so those are the next 2 that you can expect. But until then, have a good one and peace.